endorse the bill and vote on it and pass it, and it comes to me as president, I will sign it. Ask them every day in cabinet. I remind them. I say the prosecutions that we're taking against the current government, Betide is the first person who brings a scandal to this government. We shall hang them on a cross. And you follow our Lord Jesus Christ, that you cannot resurrect again.
Welcome once again to Treasure TV Ghana. I would like all of us to clap for His Excellency John Mahama. But before you clap for His Excellency, someone will ask, what has he done? What has the noble man done that you want us to clap for him? Let's go and watch this video and come.
No questions or equivocations about what we believe. I believe that we are completely aligned with the Christian Council in terms of your belief. And so we agree with the Speaker to relay the bill and let Parliament, debate it. And if there are any amendments or whatever that have to be done. If the Parliament of the people of Ghana endorse the bill and vote on it and pass it, and it comes to me as president, I will sign it.
After this, he also sent a very strong warning to the ministers that he has appointed. He made it publicly that anytime they meet at the cabinet meetings and he meet these ministers, he tells them that, you know what, we are prosecuting this past government, the corrupt people among them. So what betides you people, you my people that I have appointed in the various sectors, in the various ministerial positions, if what betides you, any of you, to bring the first corruption scandal to dirty me and my government, go where give you and I.
Ask them every day in cabinet. I remind them. I say the prosecutions that we're taking against the current government, Betide is the first person who brings a scandal to this government. We shall hang them on a cross. And you follow our Lord Jesus Christ, that you cannot resurrect again. And so I keep warning them that Aba Yedibo Techi and one Yedibo Boba. But we must deal with the corruption that has taken place. And my belief is that if we want our people to continue to have faith in our democracy, then we must show that the political elite is capable of governing accountably.
His Excellency John Mahama also said he's not against the past government for trying to build a national cathedral for God, because he himself is a Christian, and besides, when he came into power, just now that he came into power, he's been able to build a very well-structured house for his church, Assemblies of God Ghana. A church that the pastor has his hall, the wife has her kitchen, and about a big hall or a big chamber that can occupy a lot of the church members. So there's no way he's against the National Cathedral. But if Nigeria would use $40 million to build a similar cathedral, then why is Ghana using over $400 million to build?
Now, the issue on the National Cathedral. The National Cathedral Board of Trustees ordered an audit into the accounts of the National Cathedral. The audit was published, and there were some issues that bubbled out of the audit. But there are two kinds of audit. There's a normal audit that you yourself choose your auditor and ask him to come and audit you. And then he audits and presents the report to you. There's that kind of auditor. Then there's the auditor who is asked to come and do a forensic audit. And so we got a copy of the audit that had been commissioned by the Board of Trustees. And as president, I directed that a forensic audit be conducted. We want to know what happened. Before we go forward, we must know what happened. And so we're waiting for the report of the forensic audit. Once that forensic audit has been done, then we can decide what the way forward is. I am a Christian, and I believe that building a house where we can worship God is a good thing. I was one of the chief fundraisers for my own Assemblies of God church building where I worship at Ringway Gospel Center. And I built 10 rural, we call them temples, in 10 villages for the Assemblies of God church. Of course, I solicited support from different people, and we built them. They have quarters for the pastor. He's got his bedroom, he's got his kitchen, he's got his living room, and then we have the church hall that can seat up to about 150 people. And so I do believe in building, an interdenominational place where we can worship. But it must be done in consultation with all of us. All of us must decide, how we want to do it, what the scope is, and how much it should cost. I believe that at this time and age, with all the problems we have, $400 million to build a cathedral is excessive. I know Nigeria have built an ecumenical center, and I've been there. It's a decent, beautiful place, and they built it for $40 million. And so maybe some of the things are excessive. Let's find somewhere, all of us, on National Day of Thanksgiving and Worship, we can all go there and worship God and thank Him for what He has done for us. And so when that forensic audit is over, our intention is to have a broad-based consultation with the Christian community to see how we can build a place that is decent for us to worship. But apart from that, make it a center where people can come and, look at its architecture and all that, and find that Christ, has a place in our hearts, in our nation. And so when the time comes, we'll do that consultation, and we'll decide together how we want to go forward.
And there's something that His Excellency John Mahama said that touched my heart. According to him, what he is trying to prevent, or what he don't want to happen in his tenure as president, or even going forward in the future, is the fact that people will plan of doing coup d'etat, or the youth will rise against the government, as it happened in some of the countries. He gave examples.
Because by the time we went to the 2024 elections, most of our young people and our people were like, even elections, it's a waste of time. You go and vote and people will just come and misuse our money. If we don't let our people believe that we can govern this country and govern it accountably and hold people to ransom who have misused government resources, then we can go the way other countries have gone. And that's why I said before the election, and I was misinterpreted, I said Ghana is not immune from coup d'etats. If the political class does not get its act together, it is possible that there could be a military coup or a civilian uprising. And civilian uprisings are worse than military coups because they end up in chaos and anarchy. If you look at what happened in Sri Lanka or somewhere, when the people had had enough, they overran the government, the prime minister ran away. They entered the prime minister's house, they were swimming in his swimming pool and opened his fridge and were drinking his drinks and eating his food. That is worse than a coup d'etat. And so for me, I said that my mission is to use the mandate Ghanaians have given me to move Ghana to a level where anybody who comes after cannot reverse the gains that we have done. And then people
can you subscribe and be part of Treasure TV Ghana? My name is Treasure Boy. Thanks for watching.